If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
All right, folks, sorry about that. Let's see what we have here. Carlos's first swings in a row. What up, Sapporos? 30 stream. That's a lot. That's a lot. Did I have a talk with Thomas? Did I have a talk with Thomas? Probably not. I don't think so. I don't know. My brain is mush right now, so. So, if Hex, the intro video. Oh yeah, yeah. I own that comic book. As a matter of fact, it's being graded by CGC. As a matter of fact, Lee should have it by now. So, I have to reach out to Lee. Yeah, that went to CGC. It's actually for Mrs. the Breaker. It's not mine. What's mine is hers, and what's hers is hers too, so it's hers. If Hex comes in, he will tell you I've been working all day. So is Mrs. the Breaker. Everything's moved out of the apartment. We have to clean it by end of business tomorrow. So that's what we'll be doing in the morning. Well, Mrs. the Breaker is going to do that while Jimmy and I go get the brakes done on the car. And then we'll come back and finish it up. And then we'll finally be done with that place. We won't have to worry about that place anymore. And then we'll be unpacking and unboxing everything in the house. Ugh. That is a quest in and of itself. And then we'll have to figure out, okay, now that we have everything where it's supposed to go, what do we need to buy that we didn't need before but need now, furniture-wise? I can tell you right now, we need 2 dressers. Yeah. He does. Yarp. We have a lot of stuff here. We have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of comics. We have a lot of original art. Excuse me. We have a long break next week. We have a short week the week following. We have another short week the week following. Boy. Oh, I needed to... Oh, this camera's the one that was giving me the issues. Let's see if I can get it to work now. This, that, over here. Okay. All right, that'll work. What up, Don? So, Don, I had a conversation with my brother today. I get I get a text message from my mother. It's a group text with all my siblings. And the group text is a picture of my brother in the ER in Buffalo with a huge bandage on his leg. Now, as soon as we saw his leg, we're like, oh, he's fine. And we had to ask, what happened? So he was doing an awning at my mom's house. And it's using sheet metal. One of the sheet metal pieces slid. And like paper cutted his leg. He's like fine. Doesn't hurt. It's just bleeding. And I don't know when my last tetanus shot is. Now, anybody that has ever been cut with a piece of metal and the doctor says, when's your last tetanus shot? If you say, I don't know, congratulations. You're getting a tetanus shot. Now, if you don't remember what a tetanus shot feels like, one, you're probably due for a tetanus shot. And two, it hurts like the dickens. So he basically just wanted to get a tetanus shot just because he knew didn't know. Hello, me lord. He didn't know when his last tetanus shot was, so they were just being, just precautious. They were like, yeah, they're just using like Stera strips, the adhesive little, butterfly type things. So it was nothing big. But what was funny is listen, my family could have been the Baldwins. We're from New York. There's a sister and 4 brothers. And I'm not exaggerating when I say we're some of the funniest human beings on the planet. If you think I'm entertaining, you have to see me with my siblings around. Everybody who hangs out with us when we're all together, this is like, when are we all hanging out again? Our entire lives, we have been just clowns. We have been, I'm telling you, we could have been the Baldwins. I won't tell you which Baldwin I would have been, but I know who the Stephen Baldwin of our family is. So, my brother sends this ridiculous photo of him. No, that's not it. That's on. Okay, Billy. Sends this ridiculous photo of him in the. Oh, see, this is why I had to pause. This camera, even though I have the auto balancing off, it's disregarding what I'm telling it, and it's doing its own thing. I have twice changed. All right. Who's the last one to shoot somebody? That's me. So, this is my brother. This is the ridiculous dying photo my brother sends me, right? Because again, we're funny. So this is just no context other than another one down. Within seconds, my brother, my other brother, sends this masterpiece. For those who don't know, that's Josh Allen. Josh Allen is he visits sick and dying children at Oshai Children's Hospital in Buffalo. So immediately, one of the brothers takes him being in a hospital with no context and turns it into, hey, Josh Allen visiting a dying kid. And listen, dying kids aren't funny. That's not what I'm laughing at. But it's just, that's my family, is we are immediately going to turn everything into a joke. Oh, it sliced his leg open, need tetanus shot. It's funny. Let's find the humor. We cope with humor and alcohol, but mostly humor. So that, of course, because nobody's explaining anything in the chat. Everyone's just taking shots at each other. It's just us just ripping on each other. And then finally I call him, I was like, hey, dork, what happened? He's like, oh, it's stupid. He goes, that's why I'm making the face. It's dumb. He goes, I knew that I needed a tetanus shot because I didn't remember when my last one was. So I'm just there to get time shot. I was there for 30 minutes. He's like, it was the fastest ER visit possible. So that got him talking, and he's like, so you're coming home next week? I was like, yeah, I'll be there Thursday, Friday. I was like, Wednesday and Saturday really don't count. So Thursday I said I'm going out with my buddies, Don, Pat, and Carlos. I said, but Friday after the celebration of life, or the service, I don't know what they're calling it. I think it's in a church. I don't know if it's in a church. It's 50-50. I'll make it out of the church without being smote. Bring him along if he's free. He's free. He's free. He is. Will he be up at like 9 a.m? Probably not. But he's not doing anything, so he'll be free. Superman Peace finally has color in it, but turned into a family affair. Ooh, is it Lilia? Is she gonna be your colorist? Another one of them? Kelly gonna be your colorist? Oh, folks, by the way, if you smell that awesome sweet scent and that lovely patchouli-based Cartier aroma, it's because I actually took a shower today, if you didn't notice. Shiny. I don't stink at work today. Now, of course, nobody's here to smell me. But after yesterday, I was like, I'm showering. I don't care if I come to work late. I'm showering because who knows who's going to be here. I'll walk in and like the president of Heritage Auctions will be here, and I'll be like, hey, I don't smell like I wrestled a water buffalo on a bed of dead skunks. Wow, triple teamed. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty awesome. Hey, Don, do you think Kelly would maybe want to do some baking while I'm home? I heard from somewhere, might have been you. I've seen photos. What can I do to convince her that? And she can choose what she bakes. It could be cookies. It could be bread. It could be a cake. It could be anything. I just want some home cooking. Think you can convince her to bake something? Anything. It could be a snickerdoodle or a ginger snap. Anything. Even if it's something I don't like, I'll eat it because it's from Kelly. And I'm sure it's going to be perfect because I don't think she's ever baked anything that wasn't perfect. You know, I'm not lying. Oh. I don't know what it is, but I have an itch right in the middle of my back and I can't reach it and it's killing me. So I had an idea today. Oh, I want to point out. This is going to be, I will ask her. She's willing to make you some biscotti. Man, if she made biscotti and we took it into and had it with our coffee, you know how great that would be? Man. So I want to make sure I can go through this. Okay, here we go. I want to get back to my brother real quick. This is forgive me, I'm going to mention a venereal disease in this story because I want you to know how ridiculous we are with each other. We get the photo, right? Of my sister asking what happened. What's my initial reaction? Chlamydia. I told him to wear rubber boots. Like, that is, we don't know what happened. This is our level of concern for each other. We immediately go into VD jokes. Yeah, we are interesting human beings, my family and I. And that's my mother we're talking to. And my mother is just as bad as all of us. Oh, I wish all of you could see my brothers and I. First of all, I would have to have a channel that was 18 and over because we are ruthless. And then second of all, I would have to get all of us in the same state, let alone the same room. Truthfully, when we go to, let's just assume it's at the church. I don't know. I hope it's not at a church. Let's assume the service is at a church. No, actually, it's not at a church. The service is at the mausoleum. But it's like, I think it's an outdoor service. So, whatevs. Like that will be the first time all 5 of us have been together since my sister's wedding 2 years ago. Even the last time I was home, we all weren't together. Literally, my sister's wedding was the last time I believe we're all together. So, it's going to be funny. I need to get one of those GoPro like chest things so I can just record me going out with my brothers. I mean, it would be entered as evidence to multiple crimes, but it would be, I'd probably make enough in views and subscriptions to afford our bail. We are riotous. Although in our older age, we are starting to run. So to understand my brothers and I, you have to understand my family. There's a big family. My great-grandparents came over from Italy. They had 5 kids. Each of those kids had, well, no worries, I got bail money. So does Money Mitch. Money Mitch was all set to bail me out in Vegas. So my grandfather had 3 kids. His brother had, I think, 3 kids. His brother didn't have any kids because he had a life partner instead of a spouse. Which I never understood why my Uncle Mike didn't marry my Uncle Mike, but that's a separate affair. And then you have my parents, who had 5 kids. And then you had my uncle, who had 3 kids, and my aunt, who had 2 kids. Yeah, 2 kids. To not have kids, yeah, well, you know, they're fun. I love my kid. He's just, you learn something new being around him every day, and to look upon him is to just look onto the face of just joy. I know I say that like out of energy. It's because it's draining to be a parent. Anybody says it isn't has a nanny. But when you look at like the look of satisfaction on your child's face, you're like, I did something right. And it makes you feel good. So it is a little self-serving being a parent. Being a good parent. Let me rephrase that, a good parent. But I digress. So my grandfather and his brothers and sister, they were exactly like my brothers and I. It is uncanny. We literally, like, about 15 years ago, we're like, wow, your Uncle Mike, your Uncle Joe, your Uncle Vito, like, geez, your Grandpa Dan, like, the archetypes skipped a generation, and here we are. I was the tough guy, by the way. In case you were wondering which one I was the tough one. Matthew was Uncle Mike. All right, folks. Let me. Oh, headache I shouldn't have right now. What do I need to get today? I need this. I need to open this. I need to open this. I literally just drank. I power slammed. I just power slammed 150 milligrams of caffeine. That's Shohei Ohtani. And it did nothing. I have ADHD, and usually stimulants just level you out. Yeah. It is what it is. All right. Carlos, we've only sold one of those 10. We need to sell the other 9. We have just a handful of things remaining in numerous different properties. Signed, sealed, we're halfway through. Between 2 cons, there's 3 left. We know who the signers are. And then we give away those insane giveaways. Sin City Surprise is down to 2, and we give away the Tom King badge. The last 2 are Chew and Cho. And again, any of you lonely boys or girls out there, the Cho is a spicy book. Console Classics. Oh. Put this here. Nope. There we go. Gotta keep it up. Gotta let you know which ones we got. Carlos is like, I know. I'm hoping to see a few more go tonight. Me too. Me too. It's good to see your stuff opened. It's good. Also because this project was my idea, and I worked with Carlos on it, so if people don't like it, that means they don't like my idea. And that makes me sad, let alone Carlos. Ding. Hold on, I gotta get off the picture of my brother. Oh, hey, look. Look what we got here. We got a Console Classic by Carlos. So, surprise. I was going to wait for somebody to buy one. I'm doing giveaways today for everyone who buys something. Oh, man. Hidden secret giveaway just got triggered. Why? Okay, Caps Light, you say you're on. Lies. You type on a keyboard of lies. All right. The deuce. The deuce. Me, Lord. Me Lord. Me Lord. Me Lord. As for you, my lord. DCD Collects proudly presents Console Classics. That's original art by Carlos. Oh, yeah. What do we have here? Get over here. Mortal Kombat. So I want to talk about the background here. Carlos, what is I remember? So Sketch Ghoul told us about that. What is that called? I remember Sketch Ghoul referenced it when he used it on something that he did for Jimmy. Dieter. Which means you had to painstakingly cut out every single line of that. Is that correct? I like that he's rocking the horse stance, by the way. For those who know your kung fu, that is definitely the horse stance. Tattoos, the plane, boss, the plane. All right, now let's get down to giveaways. You have a choice. Everybody will have a choice, but you have the first one, my lord. Would you like a piece of art, or would you like to sift through the box of doom? Oh, I'm so happy you said that. This is the box of doom. There is so much stuff in here that a child could get lost and probably die of suffocation if they were to fall in. Anything is possible inside this box right here. There's Star Wars socks. There's Panda Crew 1-of-1 maquettes. There's a Ben Bishop signed Ronin. I don't even know what these are, but they're socks too. Oh, I think those are Batman, Absolute Batman. That might be. What is this? There's McDonald's toys from How to Train Your Dragon 2. There's Overwatch magnets. Demon Slayer book. This is not the one that's signed, is it? No. It'd be cooler if it was. Yeah, it'd be cooler if it was. Clone Wars hardcover. According to this, it's a $25 book. There is an Ahsoka Tano keychain made by Rebel Art Design. Pens. Benji Madden signed sticker. Benji Madden, Guitars for Good Charlotte, and husband to Cameron Diaz. So somebody who touched Cameron Diaz touched that. I don't even know what this is. Oh, that looks like it is. This is something from Cowboy Bebop. Let's find out together. I'll never be able to get this back in the... Oh, is this like a pillowcase? It is a pillowcase. It is. It is. It is a Cowboy Bebop cover, slip cover pillowcase. You know, everybody pooed on the show. Listen. It entertained me. People need to stop gatekeeping. I know it wasn't the manga, but I was entertained. What else? There's a hat. It's a Batman hat. A Spider-Man metal pin for pin people. What is this? A Squishmallow from what? I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is a big box. Oh, it's a 4D puzzle of Mjolnir. I believe this thing is like $40. That was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Ooh, Micro Machines. We had originally bought this to have somebody doodle on it, but they ended up not being able to doodle it. So, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Are these swim trunks or just shorts? I don't know, but they're medium. Probably medium. What's this? The USCSS Nostromo. Oh, the Nostromo. That's sci-fi. Listen, when I told you anything is possible, there's season 1 of Hey Dude. Listen, I don't care what you say. Hey Dude. If you are in your 40s, you watched Hey Dude. Don't tell me you didn't. I know you did. This is season 1 of Hey Dude.
That belongs in a museum. So do you.
Belong in a museum. Oh, it's probably not even Blu-ray. It's probably DVD. Hold on. It is DVD. It's not. It's not Blu-ray. It's DVD. 720p, baby. Oh man, 5 hours of programming. Oh, what else is in here? What is this? Art print? It's damaged. It's not original art, don't worry. Good Burger. That is also a little mini pillowcase. Oh, that's a bunch of Beanie Babies. Oh, man. America. That's how old this box is. All right, let's go to the other side of the box. Oh, this is actually really cool. This was the 2024 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Limited to 3,500 keepsake ornaments by Hallmark. It is a Tusken Raider. That's actually kind of cool. I forgot we had this. What else is in here? It's a Chive shirt. Oh, it's a Goonies Chive shirt. 3XL. It's made for big people. What up, Hex? I was just telling everybody how tired I was and that you could back it up. You saw me actually working. Overhaul from My Hero Academia. Ooh, me lord. This is something I think Don would probably really want. If I can get it out and if it's not smashed. Oh no, this isn't what I thought it was. It is a Bantha glass mug. I thought it was a Stormtrooper. Ooh. I gotta open this up to see it. A Rugrats 30th anniversary Reptar pin? Reptar? Who doesn't love some Reptar? I gotta look at it first to see if I'm willing to give it away. I might just keep it and you'll just be on your own. I like gold. Reminds me, where's my Reptar egg timer? Yeah, one of those somewhere. Yeah, this is the box of doom. I am not even at the bottom of the box of doom yet. It's Docking Bay 94 or whatever the Millennium Falcon was. Oh, copy of Crazy Magazine. What's this? Oh, a trade announcement? Okay. Hold on, let me put down the box of doom. Yeah. Don't fall. TMNT piece by Carlos to Brownie for future considerations. We're going to work out the details later. Okay. TMNT goes to Brownie. Done. Hey, Kate. Kate, we were just investigating the Brownie gets a giveaway, and we're trying to find something in the box of doom. He hasn't seen anything he liked yet. So we're still digging. I don't know. Oh, it's Hey Arnold the movie and Rugrats the movie. Is that a Blockbuster sticker? No, it's a Voodoo sticker, which that company doesn't even exist anymore. Also on DVD. Oh, Ancha en Mexico. No, giveaway. He had a choice of Box of Doom or original art, and he said, let's see what the Box of Doom is. Oh, it's another Cowboy Bebop pillowcase. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, it's a big one. Do a Powerbomb graphic novel. I actually read this. This is pretty cool. Oh, there's a lot of... It's a Cowboy Bebop mini, like, throw pillowcase. I got, like, 2 of them. It at BK, yeah, Do a Powerbomb was pretty good. Yeah. I got a free copy from one of the people that produced the book. Is that a dodecahedron? Oh no. Oh god. Oh, there's a Mr. Krabs figure. Six-month mod anniversary. Napoleon Dynamite composition book. Listen, I don't know how much more is in here that I can get. Retro pulp pen. Yeah, no, never have. Listen, I have always, my entire life, been a respectable and responsible person. Even when I was in the Navy. Especially when I was in the Navy. is in there. I told Doug I wanted this, and he said I couldn't have it. There's a joke in here. There it is. BK got it. I think that's pretty much it. So you have a choice. You can pick something from the box of doom, or we can go through some art for you to choose. Reptar pin. Let me find it. For those who are just tuning in and missed it, he chose well. I feel like I need to buy something so that I can choose from the box of doom. What's up with my wheel? Okay. I like gold. Oh, I got shot. Spring cleanings. Totally missed yesterday's stream. Well, there was a stream yesterday? I couldn't tell. So we have fiber now at our house. For the last 3, almost 4 years that we were living in the apartment, fiber wasn't available. So James, for the first time in his life, is getting to understand what true internet speed is. Do you have your eye on the swim trunks? Afro Samurai sketch back there is pretty badass. That's one of the giveaways, BK. Got to be in it to win it. These, there is, this is a giveaway, this is a giveaway, this is a giveaway. I didn't have space to put up Ninja Gaiden, but Ninja Gaiden is also a giveaway. So basically it's a 1 in 10 chance. Oh, I gotta put Scorpion wins. If someone wins that, I might be willing to trade a Ben Bishop figure for it. Ooh. Now we're talking real stakes. Someone say steak? Like sirloins? Yeah. That's what Jimmy has at home. He's got, I think, three sirloins waiting for me to cook them. Although, I don't know. I'm not used to cooking on gas. I've been cooking on electric for so long that he said his last steak was tough, even though it was pretty rare. So, I got to get used to cooking with gas again. It takes a little while. You want streak? Well, then clean your windows with something not called Windex, and you'll get streaks. I do have plenty of gas. It's true. Oh, man, almost as much as Jimmy does. She sucks at typing. Gas is better than electric. You're correct. But if you don't have, if you don't Steak FML, induction number 1. Our oven. So now we also have one of those double ovens. That it has the like induction, like it's I have such a decent kitchen now that like I just want to buy stuff to cook it. Be like, oh, I'm gonna make this, and then it's like nobody in the house is gonna eat it but me. There's so many things I want to do. I made biscuits in the small oven, and they were ready 2 minutes faster than before. I meant because of stroke, duh. Hey, BK, check on her. I think she's having one now. I know she's like right over your right shoulder. Don't lie. I know where you guys sit in the house. Nope, I want that to go away. That was a wrong click. All right, here we go. Here we go. No, sir. I didn't like it. It's I'm trying to think of a good way to explain it. It's like immersion therapy. Desensitization. Like those who go to war are desensitized to death. Doctors become desensitized to blood and grievous wounds and death. People who work in gentlemen's clubs get desensitized to nudity. Those who play WoW are desensitized to insults and the need to not pee in a 2-liter jug of pop because they don't want to get up from their gaming session. I'm so glad I don't pee in 2 liters anymore. Now it's glass gallon jugs. Now it's growlers. Now it's 32-ounce growlers. I'm proud of you for not living like a king. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for understanding the struggle and what it takes to get out of it. Miss the idea of what WoW used to be and playing with friends. Can never go back. Last time we tried it was sad. Yeah, it's... I want to give... there's another example. It's not... So, is anybody familiar with the game Speedstorm? Yeah. Sapporos. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. I turn into the Willy Wonka. Oh, really? Tell me how you farm pets, please. So Speedstorm is a Disney racing game, and the game is actually pretty good. It's fun. Um, the best part in the beginning, it was really easy to unlock characters. You could earn shards that would unlock the characters specifically, and they had unique. They have unique abilities. And when Speedstorm came out, it was free. It was on Xbox and PlayStation, I believe. It was not on your phone. And you could sit for a mindless couple of hours just racing. It was Mario Kart-esque, but with Disney characters, and it was fun. And there's no headphones, so there's no, trash talking. And then I stopped playing Speedstorm for a few months, maybe like closer to a year. And I downloaded it again like a month ago. And it's all they're like, well, you haven't logged in and blah, blah, blah. Let's convert your racers. And it's like suddenly my 2-star racers were 3-star racers, and my 1-star racers were 2-star racers. And then they introduced each star is made up of 5 points. Now you got to get all 5 points to make it a star. But you can't just get the shards. You have to get the shards and then get this extra currency that unlocks the point of the star. And that currency is difficult to get. But we'll sell you 3,000 for $15. So instead of just collecting shards to collect your characters, you have to collect the shards and have this extra currency to apply them. And instead of, 25 shards is a star, now 10 shards is 1 point of the star, and then 15 is the second point. And it is just such a miserable grind. And you used to be able to unlock characters by doing little quests, but now you can't do that anymore. I understand, and BK can vouch for this. Coding and creating games is a long, laborious, thankless job. There's very little money in it unless you have a grant to do it or are bought by somebody to do it. And the want to get paid for the 3 to 5 years you put in designing the game is pretty strong, but the coders and the designers are not even the ones getting paid. It's the people that are producing the game and backed it in the beginning. Oh, I'll pay you guys $300,000 for 3 years. You get $100,000 each over the course of 3 years, and this game is now going to gross, $285 million a year. And I'll give you a nice little bonus. Here's $50,000 extra. Congratulations. And your $300,000 investment is $300 million, and you can't afford to give them any more, because if you don't have that $300 million, you can't buy your second ranch in Texas, and you can't buy your third boat that you rent out for a tax break, and you can't pay to have a lawyer to void those sex crimes you did back in 1997. So that $325 million, you need that. You can't give that to the people that worked. So hey, you know what? As a matter of fact, we better add a subscription service. Won't somebody think of the yacht owners? Right? I can't buy that $175,000 yurt for the desert if I let you collect Woody from Toy Story for free. It's not that I hate capitalism. I don't. It's the inherent greed in the system. Have you seen the inflation numbers? 325 million doesn't go as far as it used to. That's right, Prue. You tell them. Well, to be fair, I blame the players. If the players stopped buying into that, they would change. Listen, how many times have they boycotted FIFA? They've boycotted FIFA so many times that FIFA was not even included in one of the most recent releases of FIFA. And they still bought it. Like, there is the only time that the players ever won, they won and instantly they threw the game in the garbage, the producers. Do you remember Battlefront 2? The debacle with Darth Vader? The single most downvoted comment in the history of Reddit. Prue says, I blame exclusive licensing. When you had 2 or 3 different companies for an IP, the games would be... I agree. Bad games would fail. Exclusive licensing is the devil. I've said that about sports. I've said that about everything. I 1,000,000% think exclusive licensing is akin to monopoly. You should not, it should be illegal to have the exclusive license unless it is your own IP. If you created that IP, you get the exclusive license for it. But if you buy it, you must have a competitor. I agree with the licensing too, but there isn't licensing for games like Battlefield 6 or COD 489,673,496,862. Loot boxes is effing horrible. Shooters are just Madden of first-person shooters, aka trash. Yep. So I don't know if any of you are on Reddit. I'm not. I'm banned. But the last time I was allowed on, hello Jimmy, I love you, buddy. The last time I was allowed on Reddit, the most downvoted comment was the people from EA Games that said, when people complained, hey, I just bought, but it's a sense of accomplishment. That's it, Prue knows. I'm perma-banned from Reddit. Yeah, I am. I've been banned on my IP addresses. Like, I can't sign in on anything that I own, even with different email address. It's literally, I'm banned by the IP, promoting violence. And when there was the $99 version of Battlefield 2 or Battlefront 2. The person in the Discord I am in no longer works for Reddit. They had lots of not good stuff to say about them in DMs. Oh, I bet. The $100 version of the game did not come with Darth Vader unlocked. And people went ballistic saying, how am I paying for the Ultimate Edition and not everything is unlocked? I still have to grind for hours to get this character. And it was like the equivalent of like 60 hours to grind what you would need to get the ultimate Darth Vader unlocked. And they complained on the Reddit for Battlefront 2. And one of the people from EA said, well, we find people enjoy the sense of accomplishment that all that grinding brings. It was like negative, like 1 million. It immediately, people were so offended by that comment that it became the fastest and lowest, the most downloaded comment and the fastest to become the lowest, the highest downvoted comment ever. It was like overnight. So, and the reason I'm saying this is because that was one of the cases. So what did they do? A month, not even a month later, it was probably a couple weeks later, they announced everything will be unlocked on all versions of the game with the exception of skins. You will be able to play every character, but you will then unlock skins. Hey, thanks for following me, Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So,
welcome to my underground
That is
lair.
like a big win, right? EA killed the game. EA refused to do updates on the game. They effectively said, oh, you want everything unlocked? It's a dead game. Within 6 months, they uploaded, like, you know, they added a couple of things for films that were being released, but they never actually worked on the game again. They didn't add additional content. They didn't add drop boxes that would allow you to get the skins. Like, they said, all right, everything's unlocked. We're effectively washing our hands of the game. We're going to add a couple of, over the next year, you're going to get a couple of sub mini games that we've already been working on, but we're producing no new content for this other than skins for troopers for you to buy. So even when we speak up and we win, even when the gamers speak up, they take their ball and go home. Oh, you guys rose up against us? Yeah, we don't want to work on this game anymore. There isn't even a whisper, last I knew, of Battlefront 3. Hopefully that has changed. I haven't looked in a while. But it was a gorgeous game. Battlefront 2, gorgeous. The interactions of the environment, amazing. The graphics, amazing. The gameplay, good. But they were like, no, you guys won't play our game. Well, we're not making money off it, so we're not gonna contribute anymore. Screw you guys. I'm going home to cry on a big pile of money in my mansion. But then the masses buy the next project and the next project, and I don't buy Madden anymore. I have the EA Pass, not because I pay for the EA Pass, but because it comes with the Ultimate Edition Xbox Pass that we have. Other than that, I don't buy EA games. I used to buy every other year. The only EA game I bought was when Josh Allen was on the cover. So let's bring this up. Let's talk. We have Console Classics by Carlos. Let's talk more about video games. Bethesda. I love Bethesda. I'm a Bethesda fanboy. OG Bethesda. Now that it's sold, it's not what it was. But I'm an OG Bethesda fan. Bethesda very rarely disappointed me. And typically when they did disappoint me, they knew that what they did was disappointing, and they went, oh, we're going to fix this. One of the reasons I switched consoles was because of Bethesda. They're like, oh, this is going to be exclusive now. You can only get Bethesda here on Xbox. Okay. Microsoft bought Bethesda. I'm a Microsoft person now. I need to get the Xbox. Period. That's it. I'm a Bethesda guy. Bethesda listens, in my opinion, Bethesda listens to the fans. What did we say? We said we wanted a New Vegas. They're like, all right, we could do you a New Vegas. You want a Redux? Let's do a Redux. Oh, you want us to upscale Oblivion? Sure, let's upscale Oblivion. We can do that. It's pretty easy. And we'll make it $30. We're not going to make you. I mean, they had the $80 version if you wanted all of the extras, but you could get it for less than the original. That to me, I like them. I like them. I'm a Bethesda guy. We'll remake the same game 8 times and charge you $30 each time. The difference between remaking and upscaling is they only did it once. Bethesda took all of their titles that were classics and upscaled them. That's it, once. There's other ones that definitely do what you're saying. All right, Carlos, love you, man. I have been severely lacking in video gameplay lately. We've been too busy. Ooh. What else do you want to talk about? Can we talk about the hurricanes? Carolina or the weather patterns? Carolina. What about them? Yeah, it's true, BK. They're 1 win away from winning? What game is it? Game 6? Game 7? I stopped following once they took out Montreal because I knew that was going to happen. It's game 6? Nice. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat Vegas. I mean, they've been dominant in the playoffs. Why stop now? Vegas is formidable, unless you ask Blind Cat. So, yeah, do it in 6. Why not? Carolina can. Let me ask you this. What does Carolina's cap look like? Is it a hard cap, or are they doing the old Tampa Bay Lightning, oh, I injured my ankle, I will be back in 6 weeks during the playoffs and won't count against the roster? Pretty sure they close that loophole. I don't know. Pretty healthy, that's good. I don't follow hockey like I follow football. You know what's funny? Clowns. The Golden Knights did it 3 years in a row. Yeah, I know, yeah. Before Tampa Bay won the cup, they were the only team to vote to close that loophole out of every team. Yeah, I think I heard that statistic somewhere before, Saporos. That rings a bell, yeah. Yeah, but it's like, in another example, then they abused it. But yeah, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick would always vote to close random rules, and he would always get voted down, and then he would say, all right, here's why you need to close this. And then he would go win a Super Bowl with that loophole. Here's a great example. Bill Belichick tried to close the loophole that a receiver could declare as ineligible. And as long as they lined up on the line, they could line up wide. So in the Super Bowl, he lined up his running back, declared him ineligible. The referee said number 23 is ineligible, lined him up wide, and the defense naturally lined up a defender in front of him. So they just managed to pull a defender off of coverage on an ineligible receiver. He did that in the Super Bowl. They had like a, 23-yard gain, something stupid. Like it was a monumental move. What did they do that offseason? They made declaring ineligible illegal for a receiver on the line. He has done numerous times. Did you see the base running stuff the other day where the guy was ruled safe? Maybe. I've been watching baseball, ridiculous baseball videos on Instagram. Orioles versus someone. You can run into right field apparently as long as it's before they attempt the tag. I thought you have to maintain the lane. I thought you have to stay on the baseline, with the exception of there is, rounding a base is acceptable from first to second to third. The umpire is wrong. The base path doesn't start until the player attempts to make the tag. The problem is, what is attempting to make a tag? Interesting. That is weird. The guy ran like 5 feet towards the outfield to avoid the second baseman going to tag him to turn a double play. Similar in football, Richard Sherman knew the rules better than the referees. And Richard Sherman knew on blocking a field goal, if you touch the ball, you can hit the kicker. If you touch the ball first, you can hit the kicker. And it happened, I want to say it was against Buffalo. Richard Sherman ran in. As he ran in, he touched the ball that was still on the kicking block. Or no, it wasn't on a block. It was on the ground. And then basically ran his rear end into the kicker. And they threw the flag. And he walked up to the referee and said, no, if I touch the ball, then it's a blocked kick and the kicker is fair game. And they had to pick up the flag. It took them calling New York before they're like, yeah, Richard Sherman knows the rules better than you do. Guy was 100% out. Just a stupid, vague rule. Yeah. Much like goaltender interference in hockey. Yeah. What the hell was that? All right. I feel like the NHL doesn't know what they want to do about contacting the goaltender anymore. Well, if they take away goaltender contact, then they're going to have to take away the goaltender clearing their own crease. all right, you can't touch the goalie, but now the goalie can't clear out his crease. He can't hit you. He can't slash you. He can't cross-check you. He can't push you out of the way. So, I think it should be a free-for-all. Can't touch him if he's in the crease. If he's outside of the crease, fair game. The rules are directly related to the current spread on FanDuel. Yeah, they are. Holy Christmas. Has gambling not changed it? Something fierce. Suddenly things that were never looked at before are being looked at again. Hey, we want to talk to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander about his flopping. Really? You didn't want to talk to Shaq about his? Time to reinstate Rose in the 8 men out. Right? Yeah. At this point, yeah. But then you get Prue, then it's like, all right, then pardon Al Capone. I know, his was technically tax evasion. But you get my idea. Pardon all the people that got nailed for bootlegging. Fleury comes out of the crease right into a Sharks player, standing there. Sharks score, goal taken away. Yeah, well, at least Brett Hull's foot wasn't in the crease. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Oh, I've been pushing the old body a little bit too hard these last 2 weeks, trying to get crap done, trying to do stuff that I should have other people helping me do. Oh my God, so there is a auction house that is mostly sports cards and collectibles. It's called REA. REA has been around for quite a long time. But REA is a... the Hull goal was BS. REA is a auction house that is pretty private. You can't just go on there and register. You have to have a reference to bid on there. And then once you have a bid, you are allowed to... you have to declare what the most amount of money that you would spend over the course of an auction is. 10,000 is the least. Not saying you have to spend 10,000, but you can cap yourself at 10 grand, or you can cap yourself at over 100. So I was just looking at a couple of cards. I am now really heavily interested in collecting Dummy Taylor. Dummy Taylor was the deaf-mute pitcher for the New York Giants, the Buffalo Bisons, the Cleveland, I don't remember what they were called in 1902. And he was a very good pitcher. But he is credited for inventing the hand signals in baseball for pitchers, pitching hand signals. This is a true story. In addition, like, I've read a whole bunch of things. Like, the dude was not dumb. He was actually super smart. He was a giant smartass. He used to tick off. There's a story, and I think it was, I don't remember if it was on his Wikipedia page. You know, I want to find it. I think it was his Wikipedia page. I want to read it to you. and this alone makes me want to collect this guy. And he has a T209 card, just like Honus Wagner. They run anywhere between 100 and 300 depending on or 500 depending on the type. So a reasonably priced T209. Oh, where is it? The Cleveland Broncos, spelled Bronchos. I gotta find this here. Reputation for clowning. I gotta find this. Oh, here it is. Taylor was ejected from a baseball game by an umpire for cursing him out in sign language. According to some accounts, the umpire was Hank O'Day, who knew sign language. After Taylor's tirade, O'Day reportedly stepped in front of the plate and signed the following comments to Taylor. In sign language, "Listen, smart guy, I've spent all my spare time this past week learning your language. You can't call me a blind bat anymore. Now go take a shower. You're out of the game." That right there. That right, besides the fact that he was a Buffalo Bison, the simple fact that he got an umpire so mad that the umpire learned sign language so that he could throw Taylor out of the game. That is a legendary story. Makes me think of the kids learning Spanish to understand the trash talking on the playground. Yeah, right? Did you just learn ballet ironically? Did you just sarcastically learn ballet? Oh, man. So he was actually a pretty awesome dude. This is one of the few cards ever made. It's the T206 Dummy Taylor. Has Buffalo on it. I found them in Piedmonts, and I found them in a couple of different variations. But he was actually a really, really good pitcher. Let me see if I can find... Do you know what the sign language for BS is? In 1901, his first full season in the leagues, Tyler led the National League by pitching 45 games and ranked second in the league with 37 complete games. In 1904, he won 21 games for the Giants, and in 1906, his 2.2 earned run average was lowest on a pitching staff that included Christy Mathewson and Iron Man Joe McGinty. Yeah. he was very good. Unfortunately, he did end up with an arm injury. He did throw in the high 80s, low 90s, and back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. High 80s, low 90s. This is a pretty good ball. This is a pretty good ball. So, yep. So now I have a new thing to keep an eye on. I know I've been eyeballing it since I first discovered him earlier or later last year. I have been keeping an eye, and I know what his prices are, so I'm keeping my eye open. So REA has a couple of examples. One of them's like $10, the other one's $30. Those should go for about $125 and $250 respectively. But I'm keeping an eyeball on them to see what kind of movement they make. But I couldn't even like look at that without registering with them. So it's like, you need a reference. Who is your reference? And I was like, let me call Uncle Doug. I was like, hey, Doug, I'm on REA's website. And it says for me to sign up to see pricing and everything, I need a reference. It's reference only. It's private. He's like, really? He goes, you go ahead and put my name down. He goes, put my name down. And I know the owner of it, and I've known him since he was an apprentice at SGC Grading. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, I've known him for 40 years. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, you put my name down, you're good. So I just simply put Doug Dreyer and Doug's phone number, and we'll see how fast I get approved to join. Just got the hardcover books from the Berserker Kickstarter for such a good price, and USPS played ball with a box in the mud. Wah, wah. Is there mud in Las Vegas? Do you guys have water? Allegedly. It came from Florida. Ah, okay. So Florida man played soccer with it. Got it. All right, folks. Well, the box is barely hanging in there when we got here. But was the contents in good shape? Half the country is soaked. The other half is drier than... Nah, better not finish that. Putting in the claim. They are effed. Oh, that sucks. Yep, put in the claim, man. Oftentimes, if they're not already in bags, I have them in the bubble mailers inside of the box. If you've gotten comic books from me and I sent them in a Gemini, inside the Gemini, often, not always, I will do the bubble mailer. What do you say we get this weekend started? Last call, everybody. Last call. Ooh, let me look. Sealed Super Mario sells for $3 million. I'm just here for the feet pics, BK. Oh, it's a rare made in Japan NES copy, graded PSA 9.6 with an A++ seal. Came from the game's second production run and is called the finest known example. It sold at Heritage Auctions June 12, topping the previous 2 million record and making the first video game over 1 million in 5 years. Collectors celebrating with nostalgia, with one joking they were a millionaire at 8 and didn't even know it. While experts hail it as the crown jewel of retro gaming, the sale highlights the booming mark. Oh, what's up, T-Bone? We just called last call. The only one that is live is Squatting Cat. Just watch some soccer? Oh. Is that like football? Yeah, World Cup started, I think, yesterday. It is. Yep. Yeah, and they hit it with the sticks. All right, folks. Listen, as a reminder, we are not here next week. Or at least I'm not going to be here next week. You might be here next week. I'm not going to be here next week. I will pretty much be out of touch for almost everyone, except for Carlos and Pat and Don. Everybody else will probably have a really hard time getting hold of me. So no shows featuring me next week. If somebody can figure out the coding and hack into our stream, then maybe they can do a show. But aside from that, you won't be seeing my face. But don't worry, just because I'm not here doesn't mean I don't love you. I do, all of you, every day, every time, every minute. So do me a favor, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Behave. I'm not here to watch over you, so I'm going to need you to govern yourselves. All right, in the meantime, Hellbolt's in charge. If you need anything, ask him. I love you all. Good night.